Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great day. I have a fun project for us using the Pink Monarch Prints August subscription kit, and it's called French Countryside, and I'm just so excited to work with it. I have so many ideas to use these beautiful papers. So my name is Pam. I'm with Silver and Sparkles. I'm a guest designer here for Pink Monarch Prints. Thanks Anna and Elena for having me. And if you enjoy the video, feel free to go check out my YouTube channel as well. Okay, let's jump right in. So what we're gonna make today is an interactive element for a journal page, and I did a ribbon closure on mine, and it opens like this. It's an accordion style, where then you've got journaling spots, and where you could even, if you wanted to, you could layer some little pockets on here and things, okay? So it comes together super easy, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. I used in the kit, there's 2 pages that are like journaling cards, or that you can tear apart for collages and things like that. And I just decided to use some of the images from those 2 pages in the kit. And then I did add a few of the little tags and labels and pieces of ephemera you get in the kit. So I love playing with those. I always get so excited when I see those pages. So, and then this is just some of the double pages that are there. I love the size of them. And I've just sewn a signature together. This will probably end up in a larger journal later. I can always just remove the string and then add it into a journal, but it's for me to play with while I'm working with the kit and to be able to see the colors and things. And I did make a big pocket on the front, which is kind of fun too. But anyway, that's to kind of demonstrate for you what it's going to look like when it's installed in a journal. So I went ahead off camera and tore apart the journaling cards, and I've inked some of them that I'm going to use for our accordion flip out. And I do this with 6, but there's a lot more than 6. So I mean, choose the ones that you want to work with, or make a couple. That's what I did. Is I've made several. So they are different sizes, and I think that makes it look nice and kind of layered, so I'm gonna go with that. But the first thing you want to do is just decide what order you want the pages in. So I'm just gonna pick mine up like that. I do like, for whatever reason, having a small one on top so you can kind of see, and I coordinated back and forth, kind of a smaller to a larger. Okay. Once you have that done, like I said, I've already inked around the edge and everything, so we're just going to start putting it together. You have a couple of options. I am going to use regular old Scotch tape, and when I say old, my roll of Scotch tape is very old, and mine was wider than I wanted, so I did this off camera just to save us a little bit of time, but I just tore some strips approximately the length I thought I would need. And that's about maybe 2.5 inches. And then I also tore it right down the middle. So now I have plenty, and I've got them all here ready to go. But you could also use more narrow Scotch tape and not have to tear yours in half. You could also use some washi tape. I think that would work just fine. But if it were me and I used the washi tape for the hinges, I would add some extra glue as you go, because washi tape is kind of removable and whatnot. Okay, so when you have all your pages stacked here in the order you want them in, take the page that's going to be on top and turn it over. Now, I did print one of the other journaling pages on the back, just one of the more neutral ones, because I wanted to potentially use this side for journaling, or maybe to layer something else on. And then take the second page, and because this is going to fold up accordion style, you want the second page to be faced up, or the design up. It doesn't really matter, because it'll look great even if you put the neutral side up, but that's how I'm doing mine. So now you're going to see, this is the first 2 parts of the little flippy out. Now I go ahead and add a piece of, and it doesn't have to be the full length if you don't want it to be, but another piece of tape on the other side as well. So you can kind of vary the lengths. I think at least one side needs to be mostly the length of the smaller card. I hope that makes sense. Okay, and you are going to want to make sure it's going to fold nice both directions. So I'm just creasing it down well. And the Scotch tape or washi tape is a good thickness for this project. So now we're going to take page 3. And you could do less than 6. You could do more than 6. I guess it just depends on how you want yours to look. I like 6. I think it's enough that it's kind of that impressive open up, but it's not too many that it gets super, super bulky. Okay, so again, I'm going to burnish that down well, flip it over, and add a piece to the other side. And it comes together pretty quick and easy when you have everything prepped ahead of time. So we're just going to go back and forth, make sure all that's stuck down well, and then we just keep repeating. So like I said, I have mine laid out where I kind of have a small one and a large one. I think it would look okay however you decided you wanted to do it. All right, flip it over, add another little piece of tape. And I even like the way the Scotch tape looks with these colors because they're so pretty. And, you know, it's neutral and it just kind of blends in, and it's even a little translucent if you can see that. All right, so we're almost at the end. And if you want to get, you know, your tape and things prepared ahead of time, like I did, obviously if you're not filming a video, it's not that important, but I ended up needing 10 strips of tape for 6 pages because I'm doing both sides. Now, if you get it where your tape is taller or longer than that smallest edge of the card, I would tear it off. I wouldn't have the tape extend out, or you'll end up with a little bit of a sticky mess. Okay. Again, this is so fun, and it really is quick and easy. All right. And then the last one, taping on the exact same way. And I think you're going to love how this comes together. All right. I did think about a few ideas if you don't want to do a ribbon closure of what you could do, and I'll talk to you about that. I didn't prep it for the video, but I'll talk you through it, and I think if you want to try that, that would work really well too. So we'll get to that in just a second. So now you're going to just accordion fold this up, and look, it kind of you can see, I don't know, it cascades maybe. So it can open this way, it can open this way. Now, if you wanted to and you folded it the other way, let me fold it the other way and see what happens. I didn't really play with this before, but I think you could have it open the other way if you wanted to. All right, or with the larger one on top. You could open that way, you could open that way. I like it the way I had it to begin with. But I do like to fold it back and forth like this quite a bit so that it's nice and, I don't know, what's the word, pliable, right? Okay, so then how I did mine is I did a piece of ribbon and adhered it to this back panel. And I've got a couple of colors. I got my neutral Sari Silk ribbon ball and the kind of blue one, and it was picking up, I thought, really pretty, picking up some of the blue in there, so I like it with it. But this would look really nice too, the neutral. So maybe I'll do neutral since I did the aqua before. And I am going to pick another page to put this one on. Not that you really need 2 in one signature, but like I said, I'm probably going to take this apart and put this in a different, you know, in a larger journal later, so it's okay. And I sometimes do that, by the way. Sometimes I'll do some pages, sew it together, and get some ideas together with a particular paper kit, and then take it apart and put it in different signatures and journals later. So, All right, so let me show you how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna flip it over, and I want mine pretty much in the middle. I am gonna use a piece of score tape. If you don't have this, I mean, you could also use like a fabric glue, that would work well. But this is just, again, quick and easy. So I'm gonna add a strip there, and then I'm gonna figure out how long we need our ribbon. And I'm not gonna pull the sticky off yet because I haven't done my ribbon. So don't pull the back of your two-sided tape off yet if you're crafting with me. I usually cut more than I need and make sure I like how it ties together, because you can always trim it off and then use the small pieces like to top a tag or something later. But it's worse when you cut a pretty long piece and then it is not the right length. I will measure this for you guys here in just a second so you can kind of get an idea of what would be a good length. I like it with the tail kind of long, so I'm gonna cut this. I didn't do too bad. And of course you can cut it even shorter if you don't want a piece that long. So let me tell you how long my ribbon is. Oh my goodness. It is right at 23 inches long, okay? Now, flip it back over where I have the two-sided tape. I'm gonna find the middle, trim off these little stray strings. Okay, find the middle so that I'm pretty close to getting it even. Pull off the strip of the tape, and then I'm just gonna stick it down. All right. Now, to attach this to the page in the journal, you can use the two-sided tape. You can come back in. I'm gonna just come back in probably with my wet white glue. I may put one small strip on the back of the ribbon because I haven't gotten out my fabric glue today. And it's sitting on a different desk. All right, so just add that to have a little extra. And then I'm just gonna add, I'm not doing like really a thick layer, but I'm definitely being generous. Okay, you wanna make sure those are where you want them. Decide where on the page you want it. I like mine there. Oh my goodness, look how cute. And we haven't even decorated it up with any of the little tiny tags, or if you guys watch my videos, you know I like to add little words and inspirations to my journal. And this definitely lends itself to that. Make it look cute. So the front doesn't really even need anything. It is so cute, but I'll just put a little tag right there. And we're also going to have that lovely bow. All right, I'm going to put one there. And on these pages, oh, and I did put like a little tab on the original one, which I thought was really cute. I just took one of these, and I think I want a smaller one. Let me find a smaller one. There we go. We'll use some little numbers. And I just folded it in half. It's a little crooked, but that was me, not the tag. And ink around it, just a touch. And it just adds a little bit of a dimension. Not that you can't tell, I think, when you see it that this is supposed to open up, but it kind of alludes to that, I think. All right, so I'm just gonna line it up where I want it. And add a little bit of glue. I really enjoy fun, easy projects that I think kind of have that wow impact when you're making it. I think it's fun. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go through and pick a few little labels, tags, things, so that there's just a little bit of interest on those pages that I used more of a neutral paper on. And of course I could add to these as well. Another fun thing to do with some of the tags I find is sometimes I like to give it a little torn edge, gives it a little that vintage look. this kit with all of these beautiful kind of vintagey muted colors, right up my alley. I'm loving it. There we go. I think I put those on upside down, but that's okay. I can layer something on there later if it bothers me. And then, oh, I had even talked about how you could make maybe a pocket or a tuck spot, right? None of these are super duper big, but how about if I just glue this one down and leave it open for a tuck spot? So I'm going to add glue just to this side and this side. Two sides. Put it down kind of in the corner. Now this is going to be for little things. It's not going to be for big things. It would help if I let the glue dry probably before I put too much in here. But is that like cute or what? Ah, I love it. Okay, now you fold that up and then you have this side if you want to decorate this side. So let's see what I can come up with. Oh, and the other thing you could do is you could take one of these. It's a little extra piece of ribbon. If you wanted to take one of these, there's also some journaling cards in the kit, guys, that, of course, like have lines that are, obviously they're there so that we can write on them, but I'm going to layer, I haven't printed any of those yet. But that would be fun to layer one or two of those on here. I don't know, just to be different. I put that there. And then I'm going to make this into a pocket, and I'm going to be brave. I'm going to just finger tear it, give it a different kind of edge. And so I'll have a pocket on this side as well. So I'll add glue. On this one, I'm going to add it to 3 sides. Make it more of a pocket than just a tuck spot. All right. One thing I do really love when I'm working with digital paper is I'm not afraid to go ahead if I want to rip something up that's really pretty and use it, because I know I can come back later and print the sheet again if I want to. So I'm going to put this green one in here. All right. I think we're done, everybody. You could keep going, obviously, with the decorations, but let's see what it looks like when we tie it up. And again, you could definitely get away with a much shorter piece of ribbon if you want. I think that's kind of fun. So there we go. And they definitely will make your journal a little chunky if you do that. This would also, you don't even have to attach it to a page. It would be a cute little gift or card, or to tuck inside a larger journal pocket, I think. Okay, so that's what we've made. I hope you like it. I hope you'll try one out. Thanks, Anna and Elena, for having me and allowing me to work with your beautiful papers. Have a great day, everybody.